Good afternoon. We are gathered here in Trustee Science Center to celebrate the beginning or the fruition of a vision. And we're going to move outside. We're going to move outside when after a short program. So stand by. We're trying to get everybody to sit down.
I don't think Dr. Cloyd was loud enough, but please, we need to start. Can you please join us? Can everyone take your seat? Thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank everyone here today for coming out on this cold, rainy day. It started out to be, but it's sunshine out now and fairly pleasant. So in a moment after this program, I'm going to invite everyone, those of you who are downstairs in the classrooms and other places, because we've got this social distancing order, we're going to ask all of us to go outside and do the actual groundbreaking. But this day has been a long time in coming. There are many people in this room who've helped make the Enterprise Center and the new home, the Breed School of Business, possible for Drury students and the Drury community. Fundraising momentum has been tremendous. I'm proud to announce that this $27 million building will be paid for entirely by private gifts earmarked for the building. In addition, we raised $3.8 million in endowment gifts to support deferred maintenance. So it is actually a $30.8 million project. I'd like to recognize Judy Thompson and Wayne Chipman and all of the advancement staff. If you would raise your hands if you're in here, advancement staff, some of them are all over. Thank you so much. We will also have other events that we've planned over the course of the next 18 months that will be recognizing other pace-setting donors and doing other announcements, but this is the big one. Now I'd like to recognize the chair of our Board of Trustees, Rita Barron. Rita?
Thank you, Dr. Cloyd. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here today. Dr. Cloyd and I thank you all for being here. In talking about Drury's campus master plan, we have often quoted architect and planner Daniel Burnham, who said, "Make no little plans, for they have no magic to stir men's blood and probably will not be realized." Well, today we begin to realize our plan and follow through on our vision, thanks to our donors and thanks to the members of the Drury community who helped us shape this project. As a designer myself, it's very gratifying to see how form and function will come together in such a cohesive and compelling way in this project. The Enterprise Center will further interdisciplinary teaching and learning, generations of lives lived to be transformed with its walls, and it will act as a beacon of our students, faculty, staff, and the entire region. A special thank you to my fellow trustees, to your vision and your support. And we wore them out, believe me. At this time, I would like to thank team members from Nabholz, our general contractor on the project. Brad Higman, Chief Operating Officer, are you here? Thanks for being here. Michael Parker, President, thank you. No change orders. Any other Nabholz team members, please raise your hand. Thanks for being here. I would like to recognize Joe Brinkman, principal with Trevors, is one of our architecture firms. Finally, although they could not be with us today, I would like to recognize John Kirk and a team at Cooper Robertson who have led our master planning process. And now I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Cloyd.
At this moment, I'd like to ask Mark Walker, who's the chair of the Master Plan Implementation Committee, to come forward. And I want to thank Mark for the tireless work and hours you've put into this, as well as Chris Anderson, who is an expert in construction and design, and he's helped us tremendously. These two trustees have given a lot of their time, and the other trustees as well on the Master Planning Committee.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Tim. Good afternoon. So I'm honored to represent a small group of trustees and Breach faculty who 4 years ago began exploring prospects for a new Breach School of Business Administration. We studied characteristics of recently completed new or renovated business schools from our peer and aspirant universities within the Midwest. Our goal was to develop a point of view, a recommendation to the full Board of Trustees and the Master Plan Task Force for what a 21st century business school should look like. We learned from our research that to enhance the student experience and be transformative for Drury, the building need not be a standalone business school, but rather a multifunction enterprise center. That at its core is a world-class career center for coaching throughout the college experience. It should contain academic disciplines that foster design thinking, innovation, and entrepreneurship. It could also house complementary disciplines such as political science. It should be a facility that allows Drury to be the regional leader in executive education. Perhaps most importantly, it should be an inviting space for students and faculty to collaborate, a place where students want to spend time studying, and that's inviting for all students to enjoy, regardless of academic major. A building that would be a catalyst for our 25-year master plan. Today's announcement delivers our recommendation with exquisite detail, with full credit belonging to our design firms, Cooper Robertson and Trivers. I offer my personal thanks to all our trustees, faculty, and administration who've been on this collective journey, and to our amazing Drury friends. You all are here today, and those that are watching on live stream, who realized this vision was critical for Drury's future, and you brought the necessary resources together to make it reality. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Now I'd like to ask Dean Cliff Petty to come forward. Cliff is here. I want to thank Dean Petty for his leadership leading the prestigious Breach School of Business. He was obviously at the helm when we received our reaccreditation from AACSB. And he's done excellent work with the faculty and hiring new and building new things, revising all sorts of things, the curriculum, the MBA curriculum among them, and the undergraduate curriculum, worked in the hard work of the Breach faculty on this project. Beth Harville, I'm asking her to come forward as well right now. She is the provost and has done incredible work, and we are abiding by our purpose that students come first. And so we are building this building with that in mind. So, Cliff.
Thank you, Dr. Floyd. What an exciting day. I want to thank everyone here, and in the Breach School, we really work with our students to look ahead to what's next and to have an eye for the future and a vision for the future. And we teach them that as business leaders, it'll be their job to bring together people and resources and ideas to make things happen, to drive successful ventures. And this building, this new building, is really a great expression of that ethos. It has that spirit within the design, and we're just very grateful. I see this building also as giving us a much better platform for the future of business education. The business world is much more interdisciplinary today, and the cross-functional nature of the building truly captures that. I believe we'll see new and exciting business ventures emerge from this business and partnerships among our students, and I look forward to seeing those new ventures take root. The Breach School is rooted in a remarkable legacy of teaching and learning And today, our outstanding faculty and staff are working hard to build the next generation of breech education. The energy and intelligence of our faculty, staff, and students make a potent software, and this new building will provide cutting-edge hardware. Combining the two will better equip our students to take on complex challenges and to seize emerging opportunities. I'm grateful to each one of you, donors, alumni, students, and colleagues who have dreamed together and invested together to make this day possible. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all back here for a ribbon cutting in fall of '22.
This is truly an exciting day for students and faculty at Drury University. The Enterprise Center is so much more than just an academic building. From data analytics and cyber fusion labs to classrooms that will allow students to communicate with experts across the globe, this facility will enhance our strong programs in business and political science by providing modern classrooms, labs, and centers that will allow our faculty to employ modern pedagogies and cutting-edge technology. The Enterprise Center's small group rooms and Mediascape rooms will provide innovative educational spaces that will facilitate engaged, hands-on learning that is the core of your Drury Fusion. The Enterprise Center will impact all Drury students through the Cox Campus Center. The Cox Campus Center, located prominently on the ground floor of the Enterprise Center, will provide holistic advising, career planning, internship, job placement, tutoring, and academic support to every student on the Drury campus. This space would not be possible without your sacrificial gifts, without gifts from Drury's friends and alumni. We thank you from the faculty and the students for your incredible generosity. Your gifts will allow us to provide exceptional learning experiences for generations of students to come. Thank you so much.
And now we have a very important and exciting announcement, and I'm going to call on Board Chair Rita Barron to deliver the news.
I can't wait. As Dr. Cloyd noted earlier, this building is entirely funded by private donations. We are grateful for each of these gifts, including very generous lead gift. This gift comes from a family that has deep roots at Drury and very strong connection to Springfield and the Ozarks. Their generous gifts have made a huge impact on education, healthcare, children. Over the years, they have touched many lives in our community. I'm going to start crying. It is fitting and inspiring for this family to place their patriarch's name on this new space, given their history of leadership, business acumen, and spirit of giving back to others. I'm excited to announce that the name of this new building will be the C.H. Chubb O'Reilly. I would like to invite the members of the O'Reilly family to say a few words, starting with Rosalie O'Reilly Wooten, and one of my best friends. I'm going to bring my posse with me for a second.
So I'm just going to say a few words, but David and Larry are here with me today, so I wanted them to be up here and share the excitement. So thank you all for being here, and like I said, I'll say a few words, and are you all?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, this is just truly an exciting day for Drury, and I was going to say a Drury one, but bright for Drury, but I think it decided to be bright all the way around. Now the sun has come out, so it's truly a bright moment for Drury. And I can't go any further without thanking Dr. Tim Cloyd and Chair Rita Barron for their wonderful leadership in planning, starting several years ago, and bringing this to where it is today, to groundbreaking and starting a step into the future for Drury that is very momentous and important in many, many ways. And I think everyone has said their piece about what this building will be, and that speaks for itself. It's going to be a fabulous gathering place and a place for many different departments. And we have deep roots at Drury. Larry and David and I all graduated from here. And we have aunts and uncles that graduated from here, and nieces and nephews. So, and then it gets to my dad, C.H. Chubb O'Reilly. And he earned an associate degree from here at a time of his life when he was starting a new business and raising a family. And apparently he felt like this was something that was going to round out his world, his perspective, and add to his business and personal life. So I think that says a lot for his prioritizing education, and that's probably why we were all, eventually here as well, because of his priority on that. So we're just honored to be here, and we hope the spirit of Chubb O'Reilly will live through the students that get educated here, and that his mentoring of what he's done in his own life will be an example. So we're just very honored to be here, and maybe in some ways give back our piece to Drury for what they've given us and our family as well. So thank you very much for being here.
Well, what a beautiful building. The first time I saw the drawing of it, I thought, wow, it just fits Drury so very well. It is going to be just a tremendous entry to the campus, and I think people are really going to respect what hard work has gone into this building. I mean, you'll see it in the picture, in the design. I think it's just wonderful. One of the things that I think is important for us is that my dad was, when he was growing up, he really didn't have a lot of money. He was running a new business when my grandfather, his dad, was 65. And they were trying to change the way that company was being run, and they went out on their own and started a business. And we all helped. When I was 11, we put the first shelves in the first store. And so Dad's main thought, I think, just growing up in a religious background, going to St. Agnes High School and to the new Catholic High School and so forth for some of my children. My daughter Lauren graduated from Drury, was that whatever we were able or lucky enough to have, that we would give back. We would be good stewards of what we've been blessed with. And so, as I'm sure most of you know, we've been very active in the community, and Drury's in our hearts every day. And it's so important what we're doing here for not only the future of Drury, but the future of our whole region, the future of children, kids, coming up in the world in such a crazy environment that we kind of live in, that we've got this stability, we've got this rock-solid school that is progressing during the worst of times, somewhat. And so for us to give back, especially now, seems most important, not just for our family, but for the community. And we're very proud to be involved in this, including my brother Charlie, who wasn't able to come. But we really are truly involved with Drury, and kind of wish us all well, I think, going from where we are today to where it's going to be in the future. So, yeah, I'm very glad to be here, and thanks for everybody for coming.
Well, just to add quickly, I also echo Larry and Rosalie's thoughts, and Dad would be proud today. He was proud to see us go to Drury, and I know he'd be proud that his grandchildren, two of my kids went. As Larry mentioned, a bunch of our families been to Drury, and the Drury experience, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, the Drury experience is a unique experience, and this building, I think, will allow us to continue, kind of the foundational needs in terms of just the location and the campus to further that unique experience that we all, it was years ago when we were here, but we think back and have so many friends and memories from Drury, and it carries much further than that, as you all know, into the workplace and into the community. I think the Drury experience has added a lot to Springfield and throughout the country and elsewhere, just based on, like I say, the kind of the unique atmosphere, academically, socially, athletically, you name it. So this building is definitely going to be a continuation of what Drury represents, all of its best qualities, and we're tickled to be a part of it. And again, we know that Dad would be very proud to have his name on that new building. So thanks very much.
One more thing. Rosalie, Larry, David, and Charlie, I'm sorry he wasn't able to be with us, and Mary Beth. If it wasn't for you, we would have not been here today. And let me tell you how and why. We have almost maybe 40 to 45 trustees. We're worn out. We always say, don't come to us and ask for money. And you started this energy. You gave us this. And I can't even tell you that not one trustee did not come forward and contribute to this building. The last hour, I saw passion, energy, commitment, and thanks to you for giving us that opportunity. I was amazed. There was one trustee, I remember he said once, don't come to me again. Well, that trustee, a few days ago, he picked up the phone and said, I am going to give more, and I'm going to put you through the challenge to raise more money. Ron Neville, thank you. John Berline retired and says, I'm done. What did he do? He called me and said, what can I do to make this happen? And he worked 24/7. John and Crystal did an amazing job, the passion and commitment to make sure this building, it will come through. Judy Thompson, usually before when she calls me, says, I'm coming to see you, I always practice. I'm going to say no, 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 no. She comes in. Before she leaves my conference room, I say, yes, Judy. Judy did an amazing job with Wayne and the entire staff. And I just want to let you know that it took 180 donors to make this happen. 180. 180 donors that Judy, Wayne, and the entire staff had to knock on doors and make sure this project will happen. Judy, we can't thank you enough. We want to make sure that you stay here for 20 more to 100 years. There is no king or queen can raise money like you, Judy. Thank you so much. The O'Reilly, we can't thank you enough. I would like to invite you up here because we have nice gifts for you before we go to the tent. Rosalie, David, and Larry.
Oh, boy. Oh, fun. Oh, good.
And somebody's going to have to take Charlie's
Okay, okay, okay. Cool. Yeah.
Rosalie, would you like to say something? Before we go outside?
Well, yes, I'm very excited to go outside and get this started. It is truly a combination of a lot of work by a lot of people, and thank you to all of you who participated in this effort. So let's go dig.
We would like everyone to join us to attend for the groundbreaking.